children, welcome back to the political science class today. The main heading is the international institutions. In other words, that is called world organizations. Now international means what? International means world level. Many institutions are established after the Second World War to establish peace and to establish friendship to prevent war. So this is called international institution. The main aim of this is to prevent war and to establish peace. Now here, after the Second World War, United Nations Organization came into existence on 24th October 1945. The 20th century has witnessed two world wars. After the First World War, the League of Nations was established to maintain peace and order, but it failed as the Second World War began in 1939. I am recalling the previous chapter. Leaders such as Winston Churchill of England, Joseph Stalin of Russia, and Franklin D. Roosevelt of America decided to have a new global organization, global means international, to secure lasting peace. Everyone was hunting for peace in the world. The term United Nations was coined by USA President Franklin D. Roosevelt and was first used in the Declaration of 1st January 1942, signed by 26 nations. The UNO as a world organization came into existence on 24th October 1945. There were 50 member nations at that time. At first, there are 193 member nations in the UNO. Its headquarters is located in New York City, that is in North America. The Charter of the UNO is its basic document, which contains 111 articles divided into 19 chapters. Now, aim or objectives of the UNO. Number 1, maintaining international peace and security. Number 2, developing friendly relations among the nations. 3, establishing faith in fundamental rights. 4th, achieving international cooperation to solve various problems. 5th, establishing justice. Lastly, functioning as a center for harmonizing the actions of nations, all the nations. I'll repeat the last one. Functioning as a center for harmonizing the actions of nations. These are all the aims or objectives of UNO. Keeping in view this point, UNO was established. Now, UNO has 6 principal organs. They are the General Assembly. Now we are showing this here, second one. Assembly is called the Parliament of UN and sometimes as World Parliament. Here we are showing General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, International Court of Justice, Secretariat, like that. See, UNO has a number of different organs. The Security Council consists of 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent members. Again, I'll repeat, the UNO has 6 principal organs. They are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council, the International Court of Justice, and the Secretariat. The General Assembly is the general body consisting of all the members of the UNO. The Assembly at its first session elects a president for a term of 1 year. It also elects 17 vice presidents and 7 chairmen for the 7 standing committees. The ordinary session normally commences in September and lasts until mid-December. That's now. Okay. This month mid the UNO meeting will close. Emergency meetings of the assembly may be summoned. Someone is called to discuss urgent issues. It is playing a prominent role in almost all global issues as a world parliament. The Security Council is the most powerful organ, the cabinet of the UN. It consists of 15 members, out of which 5 nations, USA, Russia, Britain, France and China are the permanent members. Now, permanent members are like you see, we have given permanent members, and China are the permanent members and the other 10 are non-permanent members. The permanent members have veto power, means say no to any matter. If any war takes place or border issue or any disputes arises between any 2 countries or many countries, so these permanent members, that is USA, Russia, Britain, France, China, they will discuss and they got power, that is veto power. Veto means what? Veto means say no to any other matter. Got it? I'll see this one. Non-permanent members of Security Council are elected by the General Assembly for a term of 2 years. The Economic and Social Council coordinates the socio-economic activities of the UNO such as trade, industrialization and issues concerning women, children, health, education, etc. The Secretariat is the actual executive body of UNO attending to its day-to-day work. And the main office of the Secretariat is at New York. The International Court of Justice is the chief judicial organ of the state. It is located in Hague in the Netherlands. The court tries to settle international disputes, means quarrel. Disputes means quarrel in accordance with an international law. They have got code and conduct law. So according to that procedure only they will follow, children, by that. And the court consists of 15 judges elected for a term of 9 years and is eligible for re-election. The headquarters of this court is located at The Hague in Netherlands. I repeated. The court gives judgments on international disputes and also gives advisory opinions on any legal question. The Secretariat comprises the Secretary General and staff of the UNO. The Secretary General is the Chief Administrative Officer of the organization. I'll repeat. The Secretariat comprises the Secretary General and staff of UNO. The Secretary General is the Chief Administrative Officer of the organization. The present Secretary General is Mr. Ban Ki-moon from South Korea, and his term of office is 5 years. The Secretariat is located at the headquarters of UNO in New York. The International Court of Justice is the chief judicial organ of the state. It is located in Hague, I mentioned. The court tries to settle international disputes in accordance with international law. Now, apart from all this, there are various organizations under UNO. They'll do lots of different activities so that they can avoid the disputes or war or quarrel or misunderstanding between any countries in the world. Firstly, I'll take food, FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization. It was set up in the year 1945 to fight against poverty. Its headquarters is in Rome. They will ask you one more question definitely. Any organization, only one they'll ask you. Now, FAO is, the headquarters of FAO is dash, means you should know Rome. World Health Organization was set up in 1948. Its headquarters is in Geneva. The greatest achievement of WHO is the elimination of smallpox from the world. Now next one, UNO, that is UNICEF, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Short form it is called UNESCO. See, we are showing that logo. UNESCO was established in 1946 with its headquarters at Paris. Its area of work are education, communication and information, culture, natural science, social and human sciences. Next I'll come to the United Nations Children's Emergency Fund. That's called UNICEF. See, the mother and child. So children are very, very important children. So United Nations Children's Emergency Funds was established in the year 1946 to provide relief to the children affected by the Second World War. Later, its functions were extended to the welfare of the children of developing nations. All the countries, it is giving importance for all the countries. Next one, International Labour Organization, that's called ILO, logo is given. The International Labour Organization was established in the year 1919. Its aim is to improve the working conditions of the labourers throughout the world. ILO's headquarters is in Geneva. You should know children, the headquarters of all these organizations. IMF, International Monetary Fund, the building they are given, very, very important in the world. Headquarters of UNICEF is New York. International Monetary Fund, IMF, was set up in 1945. Its headquarters is in Washington, D.C. IMF tries to encourage the expansion of international trade and eliminate foreign exchange restrictions that hamper international trade. Money give and take policy, when will happen on trade? Import and export. Some misunderstanding may arise between the countries. So that may grow and then it may lead to war also. That's why IMF is very keen to observe and calculate and solve the problem of the trade and foreign exchange. Next, IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So it was mainly established to reconstruct the countries that suffered damages during the Second World War. See, a building also is given, logo also is given here. IBRD is also known as the World Bank. Its headquarters is in Washington, D.C. Next one, World Health Organization, that's called WHO. Here see the building and logo, both also given. The World Trade Organization was established in the year 1995, late. It was set up to reduce tariffs, remove trade barriers and facilitate international trade. No misunderstanding should take place among the countries when they will do the trade or foreign exchange also, no confusion. So it will take much care. The Commonwealth of Nations is voluntary association. Its members are independent, sovereign states, most of which are former British colonies. Now next one, I am taking the Commonwealth Nations. It's a voluntary association. Its members are independent, sovereign states, sovereign means all powerful, most of which were former British colonies. Now India you take, India also is one of the member of Commonwealth. The Commonwealth of Nations is a voluntary association. Its members are independent sovereign states, most of which were former British colonies. Repeated. The Commonwealth Nations is symbolically headed by the British Crown, but are not subordinate to it or to any other. The very important thing is, SAARC. SAARC, it came into existence. See, SAARC means what? South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. It is an organization of South Asian nations founded. SAARC headquarters is located in Kathmandu, that is in Nepal, capital city of Nepal. It came into existence in 1985. It consists of 8 countries such as India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Nepal, Bhutan and Afghanistan. Its main objectives are the promotions of economic growth, social progress and cultural development through mutual cooperation. Its headquarters is in Kathmandu. Now next one, the Association of Southeast Asian National, that is nations, sorry children, it's a print mistake. The Association of Southeast Asian National is a regional political and economic organization of 10 countries located in Southeast Asia. ASEAN was formed on 8 August 1967 by Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore and Thailand. How SAARC is formed, like that even ASEAN also formed. Lastly, the European Union is an international organization of European countries formed after the World War II to reduce trade barriers and increase cooperation among its members. The notable achievement of the European Union is the introduction of Euro, a new common currency system in whole Europe. Only Euro is there. It has helped in the promotion of free trade among European nations. Now with this, I hope that all of you understood, children. Now, I wind up from this class. Next, I will meet you, with the sociology lesson. Thank you.